Magandang araw sa inyo. Narito ang inyong Kuya Win upang patnubayan, padaliin at bigyan kayo ng kaalaman sa mga aralin sa matematika. At nagsasabing, learning math is easy and fun. Factoring Polynomials Part 4, wherein we are going to factor perfect square trinomial. We know that the square of binomial is trinomial. X squared plus 2xy plus y squared is an example of perfect square trinomial because the factors are the quantity of x plus y to the power of 2. Now, let's work backwards. If we are going to expand this, it will become the quantity of x plus y multiplied by the quantity of x plus y. In order to simplify this, we need to use FOIL method. Do you still remember FOIL method? F stands for first, O stands for outer, I stands for inner, and L stands for last. So let's have the first term. X multiplied by x is equal to x squared. And x multiplied by positive y is positive xy. Y multiplied by x is equal to positive xy. And y multiplied by y is equal to positive y squared. So what are we going to do here? In order to simplify, we need to combine like terms. Therefore, it will become x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. Remember, if we are going to combine like terms, we need to add the coefficients. There's a coefficient of 1 which is not presented here. That's why 1 plus 1 it will become 2. As we can see here, the answer in our special binomial is x squared plus 2xy plus y squared as the perfect square trinomial. Let's proceed to another example. X squared minus 2xy plus y squared is equal to the quantity of x minus y to the power of 2. Let's check. The quantity of x minus y to the power of 2 is equal to the quantity of x minus y multiplied by the quantity of x minus y. Let's use FOIL method. X multiplied by x is x squared. X multiplied by negative y is equal to negative xy. Negative y multiplied by x is negative xy. And negative y multiplied by negative y is positive y squared. And then let's combine like terms, which is negative xy minus xy. And then the answer will be x squared minus 2xy plus y squared, in which this answer is the given at first. So they are inverse to each other. Here are the steps that you need to follow in order to factor perfect square trinomial. First step, get the square root of the first and last terms. Second, list down the square root as sum and difference of two terms as the case may be. Let's have example number 1. Let's have x squared minus 2x plus 1, wherein the first term is x squared and the last term is 1. Now, my question is, what is the square root of the first term? Okay, good. The square root of the first term is x. How about the square root of the last term? The square root of the last term is 1. After identifying the square root of the first term and last term, let's now proceed with the second step. Let's have the parenthesis here, quantity squared. Input the square root of the first term, which is x. Then, look at the middle term. Since the middle term here is negative, therefore, the sign that we are going to use here is negative or minus. And then, just input the square root of the last term, which is 1. Therefore, the factors of x squared minus 2x plus 1 is equal to the quantity of x minus 1 to the power of 2. Let's proceed to the second given. X squared plus 16x plus 64. Your first term here is x squared and your last term here is 64. what are we going to do with the first term and last term? Perfect! You are going to get the square root of the first term and last term. Now, what is the square root of x squared? Great! The square root of the first term is x. How about the square root of 64? The square root of the last term is 8. Now, let's input the first term, which is x, and we need to look for the middle term. Since the middle term is positive, then the sign that we are going to use is also positive. And input the square root of the last term, which is 8. Therefore, your final answer will be x squared plus 16x plus 64 is equal to the quantity of x plus 8 to the power of 2. Example number 3. 9a raised to 6 plus 12a cubed b plus 4b squared, wherein your first term is 9a raised to 6 and the last term is 4b squared. What is the square root of 9a raised to 6? That is 3a cubed. How about the square root of the last term, which is 4b squared? Fabulous! That is 2b. Now, let's put your answer together. Input the square root of the first term, which is 3a cubed, and then look at the sign of the middle term. Since the middle term here is positive, then we will use positive. And then input the square root of the last term, which is 2b. Therefore, the final answer will be 9a raised to 6 plus 12a cubed b plus 4b squared is equal to the quantity of 3a cubed plus 2b to the power of 2. I know that this topic is very easy to you. I am challenging you to answer this activity. Mathematics requires practice, practice, and practice. Ako ulit si Kuya Win ang nagpapaalala na learning math is easy and fun. Para patuloy na matutunan at maintindihan ang math, huwag kalimutang i-like, subscribe, at hit the notification bell para updated ka sa mga lessons natin. I hope ay marami kang natutunan. Maraming salamat!